New week, new opportunities. This is why we are here. Hey there, Tommy from Fibonacci-Traders.com here. Welcome for another weekly edition of my top stocks to watch for the coming week. Like, subscribe, and let's see the charts. As usual, you know I have some great A+ setups for you, so just sit back, relax, and let's start. CAG last week 5% to the upside, broke a very important area of resistance. Now the 3170 is the support. Long continuation above last week's highs, and we will hit the 3430 and 3620. This is how it looks on the daily. On the daily, 3216 is the support. Long continuation, and we might go all the way to this red trend line. This red trend line together with the 3370 will be the next major resistance area. We might get some kind of a pullback, retesting the 3286, and then long continuation, but bullish on all time frames on this amazing setup. CAG. Next we have CCI. Crown Castle last week closed the week on 3.66% to the upside. Friday it closed 2% to the upside, while the rest of the market just went down, crashed down. CCI went up. Now the 114 area on the daily, even the 113.40 is the support. Long continuation, and we are heading north, 118.60 and towards this red trend line at the 120.140. Bullish on all time frames. This is how it looks on the weekly. Always zoom in, zoom out, and only by zooming in and zooming out you will get a better point of view of price action. On the weekly, 111 area now is the support. Long continuation, and we are heading north, 120 and 123. CHD, Church and Dwight. This is how it looks on the weekly. We got also have a buy signal on the weekly. I want to see another day or two closing above the 105. As you can see, the upper border of the yellow zone, the 105 area, from resistance to support. Now once again, kind of resistance. Long continuation, 107 and 110 to the upside. This is how it looks on the daily. Bullish on all time frames. Relative strength we are seeing from CHD. The 104.80 is the support. Breaking below, we are going back to the 103.63 on the daily. Long continuation above the 106.50, and we will meet 108 and 111. CLX on the daily, bullish on all time frames. Very nice bull run. Thursday and Friday held nicely while the rest of the market just crashed down. CLX only 0.04% to the downside. 161 is the support. Long continuation above 166.50, and we will meet 173. This is how CLX looks on the weekly. We can see a very bullish uptrend. Long continuation above last week's highs, and we will meet 177 and 190.50. And if you ask yourself, what are these lines that you're using? What is this tool that you are using to help you make better decisions, smarter decisions, and of course helps you to get the momentum on every time frame that you need? This is the FTI, the Fibonacci Traders indicator. This is the tool that I have developed after 7 years of trading. I have started develop this tool, and it includes everything that I need, everything that I use, starting with Fibonacci. On every time frame, the Fibonacci calculates itself. I don't need to know where's the swing low, swing high. It calculates itself. It gives me support, resistance. It gives me buy signals, sell signals. It even gives me where to put my stop for longs, the green label, where to put my stop for shorts, the red label, and of course, it varies from each and every time frame. As you can see, the stop loss for long on the daily is the 162.60, on the weekly is the 155.60. It gives me everything that I need. It gives every trader what it needs, where price came from, what are the supports, what are the next resistance with up to 85% accuracy. It gives you on each and every time frame where price might be heading next, and of course it gives you where to put your stop loss, how to manage your risk, how to manage your position. Check the links in the description below. Choose one, whether you want the gold membership. If you join today the gold membership from Fibonacci Traders Discord, you will gain access also to the FTI. Let's continue with INSP, Inspire Medical Systems. Overall, we're still inside the yellow zone. We're still below a very long downtrend line that started over July of 2023. But we can start watching this because we're already bullish on all time frames. As you can see, this is how it looks. On the daily, I want to see a daily close breaking above the 202, and then we are heading north to this trend line. From the breakup towards the trend line, it's 9-10% to the upside, breaking above this trend line, and we are heading north to the 224. So overall, we have an upside potential of up to 22%. Very nice. KVUE last week closed the week 4% to the upside. The rest of the market went down. KVU now on the weekly, as you can see, double bottom starting to get validated. The 2184 was a very, very difficult area of resistance. Broke nicely. Now let's see continuation of the daily. The 2240, maybe even the 2230 according to the FTI, is the support. Long continuation, and we will meet 2370 and 2460 as the next resistance. LUMN, Lumen Technologies, 4 consecutive weeks. And the weekly holding strong the upper border of the yellow zone, the 520 area. I want to see on the weekly, if you're trading according to the weekly, you need to wait above the 636. But most of us, we take swing trading according to the daily. And as we can see, we have some kind of a consolidation. I want to see at least 2 trading days above the 585, which means above the upper border of the yellow zone and above this short-term downtrend line. Just put an alert over here and you will not miss it. And if you don't want to miss any great setup, and if you want to join and don't trade alone, you need to join the Fibonacci Traders Discord. We have trading floor for day traders, for swing traders, for options, for cryptos, special requests, general chat, and more, all under one roof. So if you don't want to trade alone, and nobody wants to trade alone because it's the most difficult, in my opinion, the most difficult job there is, and we don't want to do it alone. We want to join to an elite team of traders that focus on one thing only: make money and help all the other community members making money as well. Check the links in the description below. Join today to the Fibonacci Traders Discord. You will get also the FTI. Believe me, trust me, once you join, you will not want to leave. Next we have MKC, McCormick and Company. Last week closed with 3.5% to the upside, broke above a very, very important area of resistance on the weekly, the 80 area. Look left. 5 consecutive weeks. Very tough resistance. Last week, very nice breakup. Now, all I want to see is continuation on the daily above the 8360 towards 85, and then we are heading north to the 88 together with this red trend line. NEO, ladies and gentlemen, welcome NEO. Look how price reacts to Fibonacci and trend lines. That's it. All the rest of the indicators that you have here, all of them, without any exceptions, they are all lagging. The only thing price follows, trend lines and Fibonacci. It took me 1.5 year, around 1.5 year, 18 months of learning. I learned almost all these indicators, and I went through numerous of strategies based on all these lagging indicators until I found it's not the magic wand, it's not the crystal ball, but if you're looking for the one Google Translate to help you to understand the universal language of price action, aka candlestick analysis, you need to learn Fibonacci and trend lines. Look at this trend line. This trend line helps us identify the downtrend. Fibonacci gives us everything. The FTI gives us all the support and resistance for future price action automatically. Last Friday, NEO went all the way up to this trend line with a future Fibonacci resistance, and we got ourselves a doji. This doji might represent a trend reversal. First, retesting the 485 area support. We also have here a gap on the 485 needs to get filled, because we know that more than 85-90% of all gaps, it's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when. So first I want to see the 485 holding a support, and then look at the weekly. I want to see continuation above last week's highs towards the 553, and then next target is the 605. RDDT, Reddit. This is how it looks on the weekly. This is how it looks on the daily. We have bearish on 3 out of 4 time frames. So why Reddit is on my watch list for next week? Because we always need to prepare for both sides, for the upside and for the downside. On the weekly, breaking below the 53, below the lower board of the yellow zone, we are heading south, 47 and back to the 37 to the downside. Now, on the upside, I want to see, as you can see, I have my alert over here. 60.41 is the resistance. 56.70 is a very, very important area of support. Breaking above the 60.50, we can start taking long position towards 63 and 66. Breaking below the 55 on the daily, we can start taking short position slowly until we will break also the 54. Once it will break the 54.30 to the downside, we can add to the short position. AT&T, very nice, bullish on all time frames. We have a very nice uptrend, not so steep, very nice. I like this uptrend. 2050 now is the support, below it 2022. In my opinion, as long as AT&T is above the 2022 on the daily, if you're already holding AT&T, you're good to go and keep your long. If you're not long yet, I want to see a daily close above Friday's highs, and then next targets are the 2155 and 2225. This is how it looks on the weekly. If you think you missed AT&T, just look left. Look where AT&T came from on the high July 16. This is this trend line. We have a long way to go, all the way to 25. This trend line just got broken. Now we are heading to this trend line. So you did not miss anything. Just manage your risk, because as traders, this is the only thing we have full control of. Managing risk, where to put the stop loss, how much are we willing to lose on each and every trade. And now look at this amazing uptrend channel. Broke above it. There is nothing more bullish than breaking above and closing at the high of the week above an uptrend channel. Put AT&T. T is the ticker in the top of your watch list. TSCO, Tractor Supplies. We are inside the yellow zone, trying one time after another. I want to see at least 2 trading days above, closing above the 272, and then we can start taking long position. Still time until earnings. This is how it looks on the daily. 268 holding nice support, another daily close above the 272, and we can start taking long towards 277 and 284, and we can also take Fibonacci trend lines. And as we can see, we are inside. You can take it over here, you can take it over here, you can take it over here. It depends on the time frame that you are trading. Even if you are trading according to the daily, which each candle represents one day, from here, from August lows, it's not a daily trend, it's already a monthly trade. So it all depends on the time frame that you are trading. TSN, Tyson Food. Looks like people, when price of the market, SPY and QQQ going down, they are going to eat. Tyson Food, they buy a lot of food, Tyson Food goes up. Nice uptrend channel now, the 65 area is the support. As long as we are above this red trend line, bullish on all time frames, long continuation above Friday's highs. Next resistance, according to the FTI, 68 and 70. This is how Tyson Food looks on the weekly. We are now at the upper border of this uptrend channel. Higher highs, higher lows. We might see some kind of a reversal, retesting the 63.57 and then back up, breaking above this red line, and we will see bulls full power 69 and 74 on the weekly. I hope you found this video helpful, educational. If so, you know what to do. Just hit the like, subscribe, and don't forget to check the links in the description below. I assure you, you will find what you're looking for. Until the next video, stay safe.